Alrighty, it's inception of OBS, you know what that means? Recording this on the 1st, which means today's a double header. I try to do these as double headers whenever I can. Mainly because, and make sure this is all working properly, yeah. Mainly because, well, Dragon Age is such a massive game, we've got to get through a lot of content to get to where we want to go. I think we're ready to just head out, right? To the tower, I think. Yeah. Let me just speak to,
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
have you heard any rumours?
There's terrible news. Everyone is talking about a battle in the north between Logain's men and Ban Bronik. The Ban was utterly crushed. Someone told me that he was meeting with Logain to talk terms, but I don't believe it. Surely Logain would never attack someone attempting to parley. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Tern Logain has announced that whatever happened to Ban Bronik will happen to any other nobleman who doesn't live up to the oath he swore to serve the throne. There's a lot of folks angry about it. Some of the Banorn, who weren't saying anything, are now saying that Logain is trampling on their rights as sovereign lords. Seems like more fighting is inevitable at this point, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
So, a lot of the reason why people don't talk to Bodan very much is because he tends to talk a lot. Yeah, at the start and the end of his conversations, he just goes on. Anything I can do for you, please, please, tell me. You know, and things like that. It just goes on for a while. But it is very interesting to hear what he has to say because he is talking about wider things that are going on in the setting.
Yes.
We'll take you with us. We'll take... do you know what?
Yes.
Why not?
Indeed.
Fuck no.
Braska.
Indeed.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
So that is a Superman reference, which is quite funny, but I was hoping this would spawn. Awesome. But we can go down here and we can get some meteor metal core, which we can get. And that will allow somebody to make us a very cool weapon later on in the game. And there is the tower. It's rather phallic, you know, but there we go.
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
You have some kind of problem?
Me on behalf of the Blackstone Regulars.
Oh? What was this about?
You stole supplies from the guild.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
You serious?
Wipe them out!
Now's better than later.
Why, bless my soul.
What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I was looking to get across to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
So I can't get across?
Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Okay. Is something going on up at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Is there no way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
What are your opinions of the circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
So you know this Knight Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
All right.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Good day.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
I'm here.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Why is the inn called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story.
Can I get a drink?
Of course. What would you like?
Something not quite as depressing as that, thanks. Okay. There's got to be something here we can... Sten's sword was here, right? Oh, here he is.
Back off! I was here first.
Ah, this is where Sten fought the Darkspawn. You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
No, but my very large, angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Oooooooooh, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ha!
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm a Grey Warden and I need the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I'm wearing the armor, dude. Well, I have these documents here.
Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Not much, you're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Can't we work something out?
I don't know. I am feeling a little peckish, though.
You want me to feed you?
Parshera, here. Munch on these if you like.
Oh, cookies!
I am content to part with them if it saves us from this fool.
Where'd you get those?
There was a child, a fat, slovenly thing, in the last village we passed. I relieved him of these confections. He didn't need more.
Oh, well, very well then.
Yummy. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, yes? We can go across now, if you really want.
Let's go.
Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait and pray.
Yeah, can you imagine, right, if we had come here to get the cure for Connor, and that's the first thing he says? You're like, oh, shit. What? This is what I meant. You know, even without things going apart, it would have been a really stupid thing to do. What's going on here?
We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
No. I won't. The mages have an obligation to help the Grey Wardens.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
Sounds like the Templars weren't doing their job.
My men did what they could, but it wasn't enough. They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations, not the horde that fell upon us.
Why don't you rally your men and kill them all?
I would destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now.
That's no solution. Doors can be broken.
We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
Well, good with that. Well, what is that?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely. This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Okay. It's unfortunate, but I see you have little choice.
No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
When did you send word to them?
A while ago, and it worries me. The Civil War has no doubt caused much turmoil. Has the Chantry been caught up in it? I can only guess. Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer.
If I help you deal with the Circle, will you lend me aid?
If, by some miracle, you destroy the abominations, yes. The Templars will join your army. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
You have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the Circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
My wounds! They burn! It's unbearable!
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you have supplies to trade?
Yes. Would you like to trade?
Sure. What else do you have? Another backpack. We'll take that.
This is the prison for your mages? Ours is not so grand.
Right. Anything moves, kill it.
I am not fond of sharing. You should know this.
I haven't asked to borrow anything of yours.
Nor would I lend it if asked. You would be best to desist and find your own.
Find my own what?
This facade of yours is unconvincing. If 'tis a competition you wish, a competition you shall have.
You wild folk are very odd and possessive.
And even though Leliana was interested in him, she seems
Now's better than later.
not that bothered really, but maybe she is. I don't know. Watch guard for the reaching. Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
I'm not here to fight. No, yeah, what are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I'm helping Gregor resolve the Circle's difficulties.
Then you do serve the Templars, as I feared. Do they have the right of annulment?
No, but Gregor expects it to arrive soon.
So Gregor thinks the circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So, what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle.
But the Templars may attack at any moment.
True. We have little time. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
I suppose that could work.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Hold your tongue, you harpy. You could have been one of them you could have been one of them if things were different.
If that was so, why, I am sure I would have flung myself from the top of this tower years ago. I will allow neither mind nor body be subjugated in such a dehumanizing fashion.
Not everybody's like you.
And that is made abundantly clear. Look at how they live. Servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them?
Everyone deserves respect, even cruel people like you.
Have it your way.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Alright, try not to throw out your back.
When that happens, I usually lay about a young upstart with my staff. That gets the blood flowing and works the kinks out of these old joints. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Okay.
Yes.
Indeed.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
Impressive for an old woman.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Yes, hurry up, get on with it.
All right. Be on your guard.
So you can actually end up fighting Wyn there if you go all in on the... no, we're killing all the mages, right? You can actually go all in and end up killing her. You could even end up killing her later on. I'm not decided whether I'm going to do so yet, because, you know, I think Royce would be like pretty spooked by this. He'd be like, yeah, I don't trust mages. But we'll see. Torn book.
I'll get on it.
Okay.
Now's better than later.
The hell?
Got it. I'll get on it.
Let's murder everything.
All right, all right.
It is quite nice having a healer.
Do you hear that? I think there's someone near here.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
What are you doing here?
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Didn't you want to get out of here?
I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Oh, Wayne, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
How can you be so calm?
He is one of the Tranquil. The Tranquil do not have emotions.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
Who?
Niall the Mage. He came here with several others and took the Litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this.
How is it worse?
Blood magic could control us, too. Who knows what could happen then? We should find Niall. The Litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Attack!
Please, please don't kill me.
The people you killed didn't want to die either.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but
Good.
I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching.
Yeah, what you've done will make things worse for future mages.
We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Uldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
Correct. Enough self-pity, you'll die for your crimes.
No, please.
Quiet! Like, Like, really? You can, like, murder tons of people, and then just be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm the victim now,
Can I get you a ladder, so you can get off my back?
I want... No, sorry.
The chaos we have seen becomes more understandable from a people who can't keep their own history.
Later.
Okay.
Go.
Kick the door open.
Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I don't want to die. Oh, Maker.
You're not gonna die. Pull yourself together.
Thank you. I suppose I can breathe easy now. Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden. At your service. There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while.
If you killed most of the demons, you could escape.
And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens.
Do what you wish. Your life is your own.
Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
Awaiting orders.
If the game does, like, stop and I go quiet, it's because my missus has come in probably with a drink. She's lovely like that.
There must be something left. If we get out, we're gonna need gold. Aldred said.
Aldred's not here, is he? Keep your mouth shut and we'll be right as rain.
I'll get on it. Right.
I'll get on it.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Right, let's oh, we're gonna need loads more strength, aren't we? Dual weapon mastery. Lots of good stuff in here. Okay. Top old statue.
Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Now we're going to the
That guy was actually pretty tough. He nearly got all of us down. Okay.
This is Irving's office. I half expected to find him here, but I suppose that's too much to hope for.
I'll get on it.
Yes, of course.
Lots of private documents around here, but I guess we are in a, you know, Irving's mistake. Wow, okay, so Irving knew that Aldred, this guy caused all this, was good at manipulating people because he was good at getting at whether they were blood mages or not. Wow, that's a really silly thing. That's really silly.
Everyone's gone. Or dead. I fear the worst.
All these are gonna get up, right? Yeah.
To die again.
Okie dokie.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Got it.
It seems to me that this has been going on for quite a while, and this is not something that's just randomly occurred. Everyone's been aching for this for a while.
Right ahead.
Isn't making me... isn't making me want to be sympathetic to them, I'll be honest with you.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
End of that chapter. What are these torn pages for? I've never seen these before. Like, ever. Yeah, we're going with strength with old Sten, aren't we?
Yes, my friend?
Awaiting orders.
No further way forwards.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Take all that.
It is fortunate that you appeared when you did.
Just try and call a creepy man.
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
Okay.
Yes, my love. What are we having tonight?
Your favorite. And candied yams. The meal looks sumptuous.
You spoil me, my sweet. How fare our children at their lessons?
You should ask them yourself.
What have you learned, my son?
Mother has me practicing my penmanship. She raps me on the knuckles with my letters on the floor.
Yes, it is important for a young man to be able to write. And what about you, my dearest Lisa?
Mother is teaching me to play the harp. And I helped with supper.
Well, it is delicious. Thank you.
Isn't this wonderful, husband? Isn't our life perfect?
Yes, it is all perfect.
Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What is going on here?
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
There's nothing loving or intimate going on here.
I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that?
His happiness is an illusion, a cruel lie.
All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
She's feeding off his innermost desires and taking away his will. This is unholy.
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it himself.
So you think you're doing a good thing?
We are partners. I give him what no one else can, and through him, I experience what it is to be mortal.
He deserves to be rid of you to find his own happiness.
Freedom cannot be given. The Templar must choose it for himself.
He's not going to find it with her hanging over him.
If you help this man, what does he learn? Nothing.
Dude, he can't learn anything if he can't think. This is what I don't like about certain things that people say. And he can't. How is he supposed to learn if he can't think? I'll decide what needs to be done.
Our thoughts and spirits are melded. If one perishes, so does the other. Though much of my strength is spent maintaining this link, I am his wife and his children. He will defend me to the death if need be. I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone.
So you can drain him and move on to somebody else? No.
Then you leave me no choice.
Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me.
They will not get past me.
Like something wants to die here.
So yeah, I mean, again, okay writing, but I mean, you know, some of the characters in this game don't half not understand what's going on. Not like you, oh, what's he gonna learn if he doesn't? What do you mean? What's he gonna learn? Like, ooh, I can use 2. That's cool. I can use 2 main weapons. What do you mean? What's he gonna learn? Like, he can't think clearly, so how can he choose? I thought getting rid of her might, for a split second, give him the chance to come back, but it didn't. So, there we go. That sucks.
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Killing demons is enough entertainment for me, thanks.
But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all this? Leave it all behind?
We must stand and fight.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You have no power over me.
Resist. You must resist, else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
So, this is a very, very, very controversial part of Dragon Age Origins. Not because it's a bad... well, not because it's not well written, not because it's terrible and it's, you know, in any way that it's written or anything like that. No. It's controversial because it's terrible. Within the Fade, this part of the game can go on for several hours as you try and work out the different puzzles, the different places as you go through the Fade. I'll show you in a minute what it looks like, but it is really trying, put it that way. So much so that there is a mod called Skip the Fade, which gives you all of the story benefits of going into the Fade and all of the character benefits of going into the Fade, but skips all the hours and hours and hours of puzzles and fluff that's in here. This is part of the game that was bloated for seemingly no reason, and even BioWare themselves, the developers, have gone back and have actually said that doing the Fade in Dragon Age Origins is something that they shouldn't have done because the tools weren't there yet to do the Fade in the way that they wanted to do it. And it ended up just being a bit of a grind that wasn't fun to play. And that, to me, is tacit permission to install a mod to get rid of the whole fucking thing. And I did. So there we go. Because I never want to play through the Fade again for as long as I play this game. Yeah.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Wait. You should be dead.
Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
Why are we here when we should be battling Darkspawn?
The Darkspawn are gone, remember? You were there in the last great battle. It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze.
Then what will the Grey Wardens do?
The Grey Wardens shall be keepers of history. We shall tell tales and sing songs of a more tumultuous time, that others may rejoice in knowing that that time is past.
The Duncanina would never rest on his laurels.
The Duncan you know was a man forged in the fires of war. I am different now, at peace. I have learned to be tranquil.
I can't believe it. This is some kind of trick.
Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
You offer complacency, not peace.
It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your darkspawn. May they be your doom.
So, in between, how do I put this? In the Fade, right, getting out of that area would have just put you into another limbo area, where you have to go to several different places to find your companions, right? And they're trapped in their own nightmares. But the places between those companions was long and filled with different puzzles where you had to shapeshift and get different powers, and it was almost an entire game in itself, right? It was a good 3-4 hours of content. The problem is that you're at a really exciting point in the narrative of going up the tower in the real world. So getting stuck in a dream sequence for 3 or 4 hours kind of grinds everything to a halt and makes you just not want to bother. You know, you're like, oh my god, I want to go back to the game. You know, and you really do have that feeling, because Dragon Age is such a really cool story that if you're pulling me away from it, you damn well better have a good reason and good gameplay for me to get my teeth into in doing so. This weren't it. Do you know what I mean? But what this mod does is it cuts out all of the filler and gives you the story. You know, and so it's still interesting, it's still fun. And the Fade now is fun to play. Like, I actually have fun playing through the Fade, because it skips all the gumph, and we get to talk to our companions and find out what their deepest, darkest fears are. So yeah.
Shanedan.
Who are you talking to?
Don't bother the Sten. Isn't it your turn to cook?
Cook what? There's no food in this miserable, frozen country.
Pashera, we have a guest. Make room at the fire.
Who are these people?
They are Beresad, of course. My brothers.
Who is that little thing you were speaking to? Has it seen Darkspawn?
Don't interrupt the Sten, Karashak.
We've been days in this place. There's no sign of any threat. The Arishok's report was wrong. Can we not go home?
No.
We need to go, Sten. There's a demon waiting for us.
Let it wait.
Feed it the Karashak's cooking. That should end it.
Better yet, feed it the Ashad. That would take care of it and do us a favor.
This is a dream. I'm not a fool, Warden. I remember seeing the Karashak there have his head torn off.
Well, at least it's not a great loss.
You are so entertaining, Kadan. You should perform in the square with the other trained monkeys. We could throw you peanuts.
It's a dream, but it's a good dream.
You don't want to avenge these men?
Revenge? What good does that do them? Their corpses will not taste it, or share in the victory.
I wish we didn't have to taste this. What is this anyway, stew?
It's bread.
Of course it is. Rational men would call this despair.
If we stay here, they died for nothing.
For once you are right, Warden. I owe them a victory.
You can't abandon your post.
Stand aside. I would hate to see you all die again.
No, we won't let you leave us again.
And yet this gives me no peace. I wish to leave this place. No, more trickery. What is happening?
So these are really these would be brief respites between the long, boring parts of the game. I've never been in here with Liliana before.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
Ah. Alright, now it's not really the time for prayer.
I beg you, do not disturb the girl's meditations.
Revered Mother, I do not know this person.
The Fade is playing tricks with your mind.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Please do not vex her. She needs quiet and solitude to calm her mind and heal her heart.
Listen, yeah, this isn't real.
Isn't real? I don't understand.
You have to trust me when I say it isn't real.
There's something familiar about you, and I find myself trusting you, as odd as that may sound.
That's not odd at all. We know each other very well.
This is your home, your refuge. Do you truly wish to leave the comfort of this place behind? Stay and know peace.
There is no need. I carry the peace of the Chantry in my heart.
You are going nowhere, girl. I will not permit it.
You can't command her any longer, Demon. She's free.
No, she is ours, now and forever.
Thanks for helping, Liliana. Jeez.
Holy Mayha! She was
A demon, yes.
My head feels heavy. Like I've just woken up from a terrible nightmare. I believe we had some task to accomplish. Let us be on our way. Wait. What's happening to me?
Maker, forgive me. I failed them all. They died and I did not stop it.
They're not dead yet. The circle can be saved.
What about all this? How can you say that when you are faced with this? Death. Can you not see it? It's all around us.
Pull yourself together, it'll be worse for all of us. You're in the Fade. This is a dream.
Why was I spared? If not to help them, what use is my life? Now that I have failed in the task that was given me. Leave me to my grief. I shall bury their bones, scatter their ashes to the four winds, and mourn their passing, till I too am dead.
I'm finding it hard to feel any sympathy for demons.
Your blatant disregard for the souls of the dead strikes me as being utterly inappropriate.
Please think about what you're doing here and why.
I do not know what you are trying to tell me. Why must you make this more painful? And where were you when this happened? I trusted you as an ally, and you were nowhere to be found.
Okay, I'm the only thing that's real. Ignore everything else.
I do not know what this will accomplish, but I will do this if it will satisfy you. It is difficult to focus. It feels as though something is stopping me from concentrating. I've never had so much trouble. Perhaps some time away from this place will help me think clearly.
Great. All that weeping was rather irritating.
Don't leave us, Wynne. We don't want to be alone.
Holy Maker, stay away, foul creature.
You need to defeat them to leave, it seems.
Stay, Wynne. Sleep soundly in the comforting embrace of the earth. Do not fight it. You belong here with us.
No. No, not yet. My task is not yet done. It is not time yet.
Come. Come away to your rest.
Better than
Is it over? Thank the Maker for you. Wait, what's happening? Where are you going?
Looks like he's shitting himself. And now we're at the final boss. So these are the shape-shifting forms that you get. You can turn into a rock guy, golem, a spirit, and a burning man, and a mouse. We'll do all of these as we go through to beat this guy. But these are all the things you can get, so you can see the amount of content. Not content, but like codex entries that you get just by being in the Black City, and it carries on later as well. It gets ridiculous.
What do we have here? A rebellious minion? An escaped slave? My, but you do have some gall. But playtime is over. You all have to go back now.
You tried to keep us apart. You led us from each other because you fear us, don't you?
I am here, and it is time to finish this. I have had enough of cages.
You will not hold us, demon. We found each other in this place, and you cannot stand against us.
If you go back quietly, I'll do better this time. I'll make you much happier.
I'll make my own happiness, thank you.
Can't you think about someone other than yourself? I'm hurt. So very, very hurt.
Sorry, but I'd rather just be rid of your evil now.
You wish to battle me? So be it. You will learn to bow to your betters, mortal.
Oh, it's him.
The demon. I never thought I never expected you to free yourself. To free us both when you return. To Take the litany of Adrala from my body. It will protect you from the worst of the blood magic.
You're not coming to help?
I cannot go with you. I have been here far too long. For you, it will have been an afternoon's nap. Your body won't have wasted away in the real world while your spirit lays in the hands of the demon.
You think you're going to die?
Every minute I was here, the sloth demon was feeding off of me, using my life to fuel the nightmares of this realm. There is so little of me left. I was never meant to save the circle, or survive its troubles. I am dying. It is as simple as that.
There must be something I can do.
Thank you, but it is too late for me. I do not fear what may come. They say we return to the Maker in death, and that isn't such a terrible thing. My only regret is that I could not save the circle. But you can. Take the litany off my body when you return. It is important.
Suppose I could manage that. What about you?
I can rest easy, knowing you will save the circle. I'm not a hero. Perhaps trying to be one was foolish.
Yeah, you did a lot to help the circle.
Dark times, greater acts of heroism, eh? You may be right. Before I was taken to the circle, my mother said I was meant for greatness. I would be more than my ancestors could have ever dreamed. I hope I haven't disappointed her.
Well, you died in quite a unique manner, I suppose.
It is time for us both to be on our way. Remember the litany of Adrala. The circle is all that matters now. Thank you, and goodbye, friend.
Yeah, that took us about, what, 40 minutes? It would have taken us several hours. There's the litany. And I don't think we're going to use it. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see if we do or not. Okay. Where the hell did we go then? Is there a way out in here?
Now's better than later. Now that's a big lizard. Kill it.
Another level up for me. Guess we're doing these now, right? Guessing we still can't put these on. Oh no, we can. Excellent. Don't need any more. We don't need any more strength now. We go back to willpower. The build is nearly complete. Like Royce's build is almost done. We're nearly there.
Now is better than later.
We just now need to do as much willpower as completely possible to make sure that we can have these two really overpowered things on, and that he can do his abilities too. Okay, she can't open anything up in these floors.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
A Templar seems he's a prisoner.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game.
He's delirious. He's been tortured and has probably been denied food and water. I can tell. Here, I have a skin of...
Don't touch me. Stay away. Filthy blood mages getting in my head. I will not break. I'd rather die.
Don't be foolish. We're not going to some kind of illusion.
Silence! I'll not listen to anything you say. Now be gone! Still here. But that's always worked before. I close my eyes, but you are still here when I open them.
You're pretty dense, aren't you?
Don't blame me for being cautious. The voices, the images, so real. Did Gregor send you? How? How did you get here?
I defeated everything in my way. Now it's Uldred's turn.
Good. Kill Uldred. Kill them all for what they've done. They caged us like animals. Looked for ways to break us. I'm the only one left.
Be proud. You mastered yourself.
Be proud? What is there to be proud of? That I lived and they died? They turned some into monsters and... there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, he'll pay for what he's done.
To think, I once felt pity for the Circle. Now I'd like nothing more than to wipe their taint off the face of Thedas.
Your opinion doesn't count to me.
Only mages have that much power at their fingertips. Only mages are so susceptible to the infernal whisperings of the demons.
This is a discussion for another time. Irving and the other mages who fought Uldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Oh, Maker.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them! You don't know what they've become.
And you do?
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers snake into your mind and corrupt your thoughts.
He suffered pain and anguish like few have had to endure. That and his lust for revenge have confused the issue.
Do not presume to judge me, mage. I am thinking clearly, for perhaps the first time in my life.
What do you propose we do?
To ensure this horror is ended. To guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live. You must kill everyone up there.
Hate to admit it, but you're probably right.
This is what must be done. It is clear.
You understand what you must do. I would help, but as you can see, I am in no position to do anything.
We'll come back to you after we've dealt with him.
My cage is Uldred's doing, or one of his mages. Once they're dead, I will be free.
Alright, stay safe. It'll be over soon.
Sometimes terrible things must be done to protect the greater good.
What greater good? What good is done by killing the innocent? I cannot allow this. I will defend this circle to the death.
Wait, can't we talk about this a little?
Time for talk's over.
You will have to get through me to harm the others.
No, please, we don't have to fight. Just stay here, Wynne. We will take care.
Thank you for your concern, my dear. But it is too late. We've all made our choices. I cannot let you harm them. I am sorry we could not agree, and I am sorry that I must stop you.
You serious? She is serious. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess we're going up there as a party of 3 now, which isn't great, but there we go.
Do you accept the gift that I offer? Look what we have here. An intruder. I bid you welcome. Care to join in our revels?
I'll just kill you if that's alright with you.
Fight if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Okay. What the hell's going on? Thank you.
I'll get on it.
Oh, that's the end of them.
All right, all right. I'll get on it.
So the reason why I made that decision downstairs is literally because, again, in games like this, you really do get the most out of them when you role play what the character is and what he's going to do, right? That's the main thing you should be doing. And I know it sounds really silly and like, no shit, but like, it is so easy to game the system and say, well, actually, you know, I want to have I want to have my cake and eat it. I want to have all the best endings for everything ever. But you're doing yourself a disservice because, you know, your character might not think that way, and mine certainly doesn't. He's terrified of fucking magic, dude. He literally, you know, he's not a mage, and he's been brought up his entire life to be told that they're dangerous. Do you know what I mean? And everything that he saw in the tower made him go, yeah, this needs sorting pronto. And he's got more trust in the Templars anyway. And for Wynne to do what she did there, she just went and straight up attacked him, and she didn't even try very hard to convince him otherwise. She said, "No, this is how it has to be. This is how it has to be. No, we're not killing anybody. We're not going to do that. No. There's no negotiation here. There's nothing." Like, she just doesn't even want to discuss it. That's fine. They're her friends, and she's lived here for a long time. That's okay. But at the same time, not really for me. Like, you know, after all you've seen, you're not even gonna contemplate this has gone far enough. You know, not even gonna contemplate that. If even one of these people is corrupted again, we could be facing the circle going haywire again. Right? Is that worth the risk with the blight happening and the darkspawn everywhere? I don't think it is. It's a horrible decision, but it's a Dragon Age decision to make, you know?
Maker, I'm too old for this, but I am alive, and that is something to be thankful for. My friend, the Circle owes you its thanks. Come, the Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
Okay, lead on.
I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Aldred is dead.
Aldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Chief's got a point. If you spare even one blood mage, we may regret it later.
I know. And I would do anything to prevent this atrocity from reoccurring.
Colin is right. There is no way of knowing if any of us are dangerous. I will do what I believe is in the best interests of the Circle, as I have always done. I hereby place my life and those of these mages into the hands of the Templars. Do what you think is necessary.
Very well. I will send a report to the Chantry. They will undoubtedly have plans for you. For now, we should deal with your wounded.
I delivered what you asked. Now what?
We will discuss that in a moment. Cullen, take these mages away and watch them carefully. Make sure they get the healing they require.
But they...
They will receive healing. I will have no more blood on my hands. Now go.
Cullen is being a little bitch, to be honest with you. Cullen said the mages will be investigated. Is that true?
Yes, I suppose. There will be questioning, among other things. The Chantry will learn about this soon enough, and the Grand Cleric will be the one to decide their fate. We will form the Circle anew upon the remains of the old, and we will not make the same mistakes twice. I am grateful for what you have done, and I did give you my word that we would aid you in your battle against the Darkspawn. I intend to honor my promise to you.
So we have the Templar's aid then?
Once we have secured the tower, my men and I will make our way to battle. After all, we still have not heard from Denerim, and the Darkspawn threaten all of Ferelden. It falls to me to decide what we must do. The Templars, out of duty and gratitude, will stand with the Grey Wardens.
You'll be a fine addition to the army.
You must excuse me. There are loose ends to be tied up, and the Chantry must be informed that the situation here is under control. We will meet again soon. Till then, may the Maker watch over you.
Okay.
Got it.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
So you didn't get tired of the life?
In a way I did. But these feelings were triggered by events which I did not tell you about. I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Most countries don't appreciate treason. It's true.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
She betrayed you?
Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
And you never sought revenge on her for this?
No. Survival was my only concern at the time. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden, to Lothering.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Well, yeah, you'll be safe here with us.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
You're welcome. Alright, so we could have had Wynn here with us, but unfortunately, you know, she didn't make it. She just didn't make it, which really sucks, but it is what it is. I wanted to see where that went if I just actually, because normally, what I normally do is go along with Wynn, and I don't annul the circle. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, why? You know, I just don't. Because I want to have my cake and eat it, right? I want to be able to save everybody, but like I'm getting a lot more out of this playthrough by not doing that, by actually making choices that a man like Royce would make. Now, Royce isn't evil, but he's been brought up in a certain way, and the one thing about the BioWare writing in Dragon Age Origins that it's good for is that you can see the logic behind almost every choice that you make, right? And it just so happens that the ones that are kind of illogical, that you probably wouldn't make out of fear for what might happen, are the ones that will probably end up with you having your cake and eating it. Like the Connor situation, where we could have gone to save the circle and then come back, you know, but would you really do that when there might be a demon on the loose? Would you really do that when, you know, the entire village of Redcliffe is at stake? Would you really do that with the circle when you go there? When just one of these things getting through the net would mean you've got to go back again and then annul the entire thing. You know, you may as well. Without the Darkspawn threat here, I think Royce would have definitely tried to save all the mages. Don't get me wrong. But I think with the Darkspawn there, everybody needs to be pulling in the same direction. He can't afford to be going back to the circle again to kill them all this time because it's happened again. Do you know what I mean? Now he has the Templars. He's guaranteed to have the Templars. If he left, you know, and let them get on with it after he saved the circle, he might lose both. You know, he might lose both. So he made the choice that he needed to make, so that's why he made it. It sucks that we're not getting Win, but there we are. Anyway, I love you a long time, and I will speak to you in the next one, where we'll be doing some housekeeping and general chit-chat before we head off into the deeper parts of the game in the Brazilian Forest and Orzammar. So I will see you then.